Enough is enough. Seriously, I don't know how many times I've talked to people, including a conversation I had this week, where I bring up the word balance and they say, I don't believe in balance. That's not real. You can achieve it. Okay, let's stop right there. First of all, if you don't believe that something's not possible, you're limiting yourself. It absolutely isn't possible if you do not start with believing. Because if you don't believe something to be true, you're never going to put in the effort to actually make it happen. Let me give you an example. I am very, very intentional about how I create balance in my life because I was at a place in my life 7 years ago where it didn't exist whatsoever. The only thing that really existed was me chasing my professional success, and it led to me burning out. And chances are you already know that story. So let's not talk about that. But let's talk about how to create that balance. You see, every 4 weeks, I schedule a hike with my best friend. Her and I, that's it. Nobody else is allowed to come. Because when her and I are hiking together, we have the most incredible realizations, the most powerful conversations, and the most powerful quiet time for our own self reflection, too. This past weekend, I was supposed to go on a hike with her. A few days prior, I realized I double booked myself. I wasn't willing to give up that other thing, but I also wasn't willing to give up a hike with her because I knew that it was so much more than just a hike. And so, guess what? Normally, we would do these things on a weekend, but I knew if we didn't do it this weekend, it was going to be pushed off for another 4 weeks. And after the hard week that I had, as sure as heck, didn't want to wait another 4 weeks. And I was really feeling like I needed to start self regulating. So, guess what? I found a day during the week, yesterday, which I typically use as my strategy days. I don't really have calls on Mondays. And we went for a hike. And yes, I was a blubbering mess in the morning. I picked her up, and it took all of me to just try and keep myself together. But the thing is, I didn't. I let the emotion go. I worked through it. I talked through it. I shared vulnerably. We connected. We went and hiked. We hiked to the top of this beautiful mountain with the most amazing views. But most importantly, both of our nervous systems regulated yesterday. You see, we connected with nature. We connected with each other. We allowed ourselves to do something that brings us joy, that brings us peace. So many of us want that peace in our life. We want that joy, but we don't actually take the time. We don't take the intentional action. We wait to see if there's time. And we both know that when you wait and see, there never is. So, yes, if you are just waiting to see if balance can happen in your life, I'm sorry to say, but it's not going to. If you truly want more peace, you truly want to discover what is this balance thing that people even talk about, it's time to show up more intentionally. It's time to schedule those things in your calendar on a regular basis and let everything else fall around them. So start scheduling that every 4 week thing that brings you joy. But don't wait for 4 weeks to come. What is that one thing that you can also do every single day that is going to regulate your nervous system? What is that weekly activity that you can do that's going to bring you joy? It's time to start showing up intentionally. You deserve that, my friend.